Hey, hope you're having a great day. In today's video, I'm going to talk about two different types of competency-based education programs. If you don't know what that is, on this channel, we talk a lot about testing out of college classes so that you can accelerate a college degree, earn a degree in as little as 6 months and save a whole bunch of money on tuition. Well, one of the ways to do that is through competency-based education programs, but there are actually multiple different types of competency-based education programs, and I want to clarify so that you know how to choose the very best programs so that you can save a bunch of money on tuition and graduate faster. If that sounds good, then let's dive in. Hi, I'm Ryan Swayt, and I used to be a two-time college dropout, making just $12 an hour. Then I learned how to hack college and earned an entire bachelor's degree in 9 months flat. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll show you how. All right, so like I said, there are a few different types of competency-based education programs. Essentially, what competency-based education is a college or university is willing to give you full credit if you can prove competency in the subject that the class is teaching, in the subject matter for whatever class you're trying to accomplish. Okay. Essentially, you pass exams or complete projects to prove that you have the knowledge they're trying to teach you in that class. And if you have the knowledge, you get to move on to the next class. The cool thing is, with a lot of schools that offer programs like this, you can take an exam and earn credit for an entire class like in a day. Okay. So instead of being in class for 4 months, you're doing a class in a day or a class in a week or a class in 2 weeks. You can get your degree much, much faster. But not all competency-based education programs are created equal. That's why I wanted to make this video. There are new competency-based programs popping up all over the country, especially post-pandemic. A lot of colleges are putting a lot of money into their online programs, and they're all structured a little bit differently. So the thing I want to kind of differentiate is some colleges, they basically have one exam or one essay per class. Okay. So essentially you pass an exam or you write an essay, get a passing grade on that essay, and you get full credit for a 3 or 4 credit class. That's the type of program that I personally prefer, because if I can pass one exam and get 4 credits, that's amazing. You can get through those programs really fast. Now, on the other hand, a lot of programs are structured a little bit differently. What they do is, instead of having the traditional 40 classes for a bachelor's degree, they break it down. Instead of in classes, they break it down as what some of them call it competencies. Okay. And instead of 40 classes, you're doing 120 credits worth of competencies. And essentially what that means is, instead of one exam for a 4 credit class, you're doing one project per credit. Okay. So essentially what you'll be doing is 120 smaller projects to essentially, in the end, earn your bachelor's degree. Okay. So 2 very different structured ways of doing things, and it depends on personal preference. Okay. Now, personally, I prefer taking one exam per class. So I look for schools that offer those types of solutions. But some people don't want to sit down and take a big exam. They'd rather do a science project for a credit, and then write an essay for a credit, and then do a little mini exam for a credit. There are more projects, but the projects are smaller. Now, personally, since some of these college exams are not as difficult as you would think, it's getting 3 or 4 credits in one exam is not as hard as you would think. That's why I prefer this way over this way. But there are a couple of different models. Now, another thing that schools do differently is sometimes they base their tuition structure completely different than the school next to them. Okay. And what I mean when I say that is, some schools charge you a set dollar amount per credit that you earn. Some schools set a set dollar amount per class that you go through. So 40 classes, you pay for each class, a set fee, and that's how they do it. And then some schools charge a flat rate for every term or every semester that you're enrolled in. That is personally what I prefer, because a lot of schools, what they do is you pay for a semester and then you finish as many classes as you want in that semester, and it doesn't cost you more when you take extra classes. So if you finish 30 classes in one semester and then 10 classes in your second semester, you get your bachelor's degree, you only have to pay for 2 semesters. On the other hand, if you're charged for every credit you earn or every class you complete, let's say you finish all of those credits or classes in 6 months or in 12 months, well, in the end, you're still paying for a 4-year degree. So I personally look for programs that charge a flat rate for a semester and have no limit to how many classes you can complete in that semester. So the reason I'm bringing this stuff up is because, like I said, there are programs popping up all over the country that you can accelerate. Some accelerated programs are shortened semesters. Some accelerated programs are structured with cost differences. Some accelerated programs you can test out of all your classes. There are some that are better than others. The reason I'm bringing this up is I want you to have a full knowledge of maybe what questions to ask as you're calling admissions offices on the phone and trying to find the right schools. But find out, do you take an exam and get credit for an entire class, or is it project based and you do one project per credit? How is their tuition structured? Is it per credit, per class, per term? These are all really, really important questions to ask. And if you ask all these questions in the beginning, you can choose the right program that's the perfect fit for you, and you can accelerate your degree, graduate a whole lot faster, and save a bunch of money on tuition. If you'd like to see a video of me walking through the 3-step process of degree hacking, where I lay out how I earned my bachelor's degree in 9 months for $200 out of pocket, I'll leave a link down below to that video in the description. If you're on your phone, just tap the video description and the description will open up and I'll leave the link there. Hope this video has added value to your day. I hope it helps you choose the right schools. And yeah, if you have any questions, leave them down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.